So I have started the recording. Okay, officially let's begin now. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this session. If possible, no, I would really like to see your videos because it gives such a nice feeling for me, to see you and talk to you. And it will help you also stay awake after lunch. Yeah, Prati, you were saying something. Tell me.
Hi, I was saying I couldn't prepare for PPT.
You did not prepare the PPT?
Yeah, I did collect some material. I was thinking of planning on assertiveness, but my PPT is not yet ready.
Okay, some content is ready from your side?
Yeah, but I have not collated it in PPT. I was just looking for some story that I can put. I was unable to find it.
Okay, so no worries. Don't worry about it. It was an opportunity for you. That's it. Nina, Charles, can I see you? Is it the first time that you are coming to this session? And Akshaya also?
No, ma'am, this is not my first session. I wasn't a part of 2 sessions because I had certain personal commitments, so I couldn't be a part of the sessions.
Okay, is it possible to see your video?
My camera is not working really well, ma'am, so the video won't be coming on.
Okay, what about Akshaya? Is this the first time, Akshaya, that you're coming to this session?
No, ma'am, this is my second class.
Okay, can I see you?
Yeah, sure. Just give me 2 minutes. I'm just joining on video call. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. As far as possible, let's keep our videos on because it makes for better interaction, especially in post-lunch session. And okay, so shall we begin? Give me a thumbs up if you are ready and awake. Yes. And I hope your previous session concluded on time. Yes, thumbs up. That means you had your half-an-hour break, right? You all had lunch. Give me a thumbs up. Not too much lunch, I hope. Okay, so last week we were going to do some presentations with peer reviews, right? That you will present and all of us will give you feedback. And out of all the people who had volunteered, Ram Kumar is ready, Prachi is not ready, Rashmi is not ready, Anand has not yet arrived, and Amar Kamath is also not come. So we will give them a few minutes. Ram Kumar, you're ready, right? So I'll give you a few minutes to just, mentally get ready while we just do what we did last week. We'll just do a little recap. So
Mukudi, a lot of people have sent their apologies for different reasons that they have not been coming. Anand has sent his apologies. Mithu has sent a message. So they all have taken excuses for not attending.
Okay, that's fine. So then we will go on. So now give me a thumbs up if you have attended last week. Right. Akshay was there, no, last week? Soumya was there? Prachi was there, yes. So who can tell me what we did last week of those who attended? I think Rashmi also was there last time. So what do you remember of what we did last time? Anyone can just tell me? No? Okay, because we have a lot of new people here, let's not waste time. I will just open the PPT so that we can jump into that. So my suggestion is just because we are having some peer review, please attend. Don't think that it's not important. Every week I will be teaching you some new stuff, which is not done earlier. So please make sure to attend every week. So this is the 6th session of our presentation skills. And what we did last week.
Types of presentations.
Yes, excellent. So we did, what are the types of presentations there are? Basically, there are 4 types: to educate, inspire, inform, and persuade. So who can tell me what is what? I mean, the name itself suggests. So if even if you were absent last time, you will be able to just tell by the name. Who can tell me? Who would like to go?
I think the presentation can be like on the basis of the reason or their purpose. They are classified here. Like if it can be informed, if you have any new rule or policy or something. So it's only for informing about the new policy or educating about any new some step or something taken by an organization. It could be to persuade, for example, it could be like selling skills and we want some attitudinal change. So it could be for persuasion, or it could be inspiring if we think our staff is not motivated enough or something like that. So we can inspire them with some motivational stuff, stories, and I think these are the different types of presentation.
Wonderful. Very well put. Anyone else would like to add? And where have you come across these type of presentations from your daily life or your corporate life? Anyone would like to share any type of presentation that they have been a part of? Yes, Nagamina. Yeah, give me response, no? So we can move on. I have so much to do today.
Ma'am, may I add?
Yes, please.
Yeah, ma'am. So basically, when we say that we have 4 types of presentations, styles or types, then here first thing is that educational presentation skills are basically to let someone make aware of some new concept, like for students or something, as if like you are doing for us now. So that comes under educational. You are doing these sort of stuff just to make us aware of that what good is there, what is actually it is all about presentation. Now for inspirational, we have so many webinars and seminars that we confront into, and they tell us about that how to achieve more, how to get more out of the world. And then to inform just is more about technical. When we talk about technical things, concepts, step-by-step processes, then their informational types of presentational skills comes into play. And when we say that to persuade, basically to let some, when we really want something to take or to bring out from someone, then we usually go for persuade style of presentation. This is all.
Okay, very good. Nicely put. So educate, no, most of us when we as a trainer, when we take a presentation, we want educate will be there as a component in what we're doing. The other parts depend on who our audience is. Like if it is technical training, then we will be informing them. If it's sales training, we want them to do better customer relations. We want to persuade and inspire them. So these are the basic type of presentations. Now, last class, we went into detail on the types of slides that you should have for your presentation. So these are the breakdown of the slides for any section. This is the principle that you follow. First, you tell them what you're going to tell them. Then you tell them, and you tell them what you just told them. All right. Clear? Can I go on? Give me a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, please, to go on. Yes. So these are the different sections. For each section: introduction, icebreaker, concept, feedback, and closure. These are the type of slides that you should have. For those of you who have missed last class, you can take a screenshot, or you can always go and check the video of the previous classes, because Bangalore has been consistently putting up videos. Okay. So now I want to ask you something. All right. I hope everyone is here. Am I still presenting? Am I presenting?
Yes, yes, ma'am.
I am, right? I want to come on this presentation. Okay. Right. So now I want you to, we are going to do a little activity, and I want all of you to please show me your screens. Please show me your faces, because this activity involves me seeing you and you seeing the camera. If possible, Nina, if you can join through your phone, it will be nice, because this is an activity that we are going to do together right now, and where I need to see you and you need to see the camera. Hi, Anand. Nice to have you back with us. Are you ready today for your presentation? No, all right, no issues. Okay, can I have everyone on screen, please? Prachi, Shashank, Sudeshna. Sudeshna, good to have you back. Shashank also. Now, I'll give you another 30 seconds because we're going to do an activity right now, which requires that you see the camera and the camera sees you. Okay, that's nice to see, Shashank. How about Sujeshna and Prachi? Can we see you?
Just a second.
Yeah. Nina, if possible, please try to come on camera.
Give me a minute, I'll be on the screen.
Because I want to do this when everybody is on camera, then only there's fun. Otherwise, there's no fun in this activity. Prachi, are you able to share your camera? It's just for 5 minutes, guys. If your bandwidth is not okay, it's just for 5 minutes, okay? So meantime, I hope all of you are doing good and in good health. Give me a thumbs up if you're all okay. It's nice to see that. Nice to see all of you also. Okay, can we start? Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. So here I will give you an instruction. I will give you an instruction. Please listen carefully to the instruction. Manoj, can I have you in camera? Welcome. Okay, I will give you an instruction. Listen carefully and you have 60 seconds to do this. All right, are we ready? I'll just open my timer. Okay. Ready? Give me a thumbs up. Only once it will be told. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Find an item which is smaller than your nail and show it in front of the camera within 60 seconds. Find an item which is smaller than your nail and show it in front of the camera within 60 seconds. Your time starts now. What is that? Ram Kumar, what is that?
Ma'am, a grain of rice is fell down.
Okay. Prachi showing a bindi. Very good. Anyone else? What is Swami showing?
This is a peanut.
Ma'am, this is an earbud. I have long nails, so this is an earbud.
Clever. Okay. What is that, Ram Kumar? Earbud, huh?
Peanut.
Peanut. Okay, nice. Okay, 30 seconds over. Come on. What about the others? Find something, anything which is smaller than your nail. Come on, come on. What is that, Akshaya? It's very long. It's not smaller than your nail. What is that, Manoj? You're muted. Come on, come on. Anand, Rashmi.
It's a broomstick.
Sudeshna. Yeah, but is it smaller than your nail?
Nothing was handy.
Nothing handy. Come on. See, she showed a bindi immediately. Yes, yes. 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Done. How many were successful? Give me a show of hands. What happened to the others? Immediately I told you something. What happened to you?
Smaller than a nail. See, I normally cut my nails, so my nails are very
What is
small.
smaller than a nail for you, around you?
A piece of a nail. I could have just cut off a piece of my nail and showed you and said, okay, this is smaller.
Yes,
than a
you
nail.
could have. Yes. Otherwise,
Yeah.
what about Rashmi? Anything. Sudeshna, you were not able to find. Manoj.
No, I found the size of my nail. I found the cap of a gum. So it was size of the nail, not smaller.
Okay, suddenly the proportion comes, right? My nail is so much. What is smaller than my nail? Your brain starts thinking. Okay, now I'm going to have another activity now. Please open your chat boxes, okay? And this is also a timed activity. You have only 45 seconds for this activity, okay? This not now, chat box I'll give you in the next activity. Okay, are you ready? This is also an activity which you need your camera on. Manoj, please have your camera on. So now I'm not going to tax you so much. Look at something which is smaller than my nail. No. Now I'm only going to ask you to find something green. And you have 45 seconds. Your time starts now. Show it to me in front of the camera. Something green. Anything.
My
Okay.
curtain is green.
Okay, fine. You're safe. Yes. What is that, Anand? Some pillbox. Okay. That's fine.
Ma'am,
It's
my
green.
study table is green. My study table is green.
How can you show it in front of the camera?
See, here it is.
Okay, okay. What is that, Ramkumar? Scarf?
Say, table cleaning cloth.
Okay.
I have a drumstick of green.
Very good, very good. Well, Akshay has got a comb. Very good. What has Manoj got? Green bottle. Soumya, what are you doing? Rashmi's got a bottle cap. Prachi's got a baby frog.
Ma'am,
Okay,
I
very
showed
nice.
my table is green. See, my table is
Alright.
green.
Yes,
Study
yes.
table.
I saw. What has Manoj got?
Ma'am, I have a drumstick.
Okay, very good, Shashank. Come on, last 5 seconds. 5, 4. He's drinking water also to show it's green. 3, 2, 1. Stop. Now, was it easier? Was it easier this time?
Yes, this is easy.
And now your brain starts thinking, right? The first time it was like, what is that? Nail size, what, compare, and okay. So how did you like this? Yes?
Good. Really good.
Good,
Exciting.
ma'am.
Okay, we'll have one more. One more. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, now this is going to be different.
ma'am.
Please open your chat boxes. Okay. Did you open your chat box?
Yeah.
Okay, now what you should do is, this is also timed exercise. All right. I will be showing you a grid and you have to type in as many words as you can find. All right. And for this, I'll give you 2 minutes. I think 2 minutes is quite a good time. Ready? Your time will start now. Can you see? Wait. Yeah, can you see? Oh,
Yeah.
I can't give you the answers. Okay. Okay, now you have to type in the chat box all the words that you find. Okay. Okay. Come on, your time has started. Okay, module, plan, icebreaker, prepare, very good. From, bean. Okay, concept, come, feedback, slide, park, forms, concept. Okay, very nice. And there is a hidden word also. You have to tell me. 1 minute over. No, Rashmi, you have to find words in this. You find words in this grid and tell me what all the words that you're finding here. Fun, okay, dawn, presentation, concept, touch, present, fun. Words are repeating quickly, 1 minute over. And I can tell you there are 20 words which I have put in. And there are some words which you are finding on your own. And there is one secret word which I am not sure. $20 seconds left. Sensation. Okay. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Very nice. I think many words have come, but a lot have not come. Prepare, correct, facilitate, presentation, session, facilitation, slides, brief, sensation. I don't know about sensation. I didn't put it there. Okay. Fee, you, back. All right. So do you want to see the answer? Yeah, give me a thumbs up if you want to see the answer. Yes. And there is a secret word also. All right. and I'll tell you that secret word. Nobody has found it. So there are 20 words in this. 20 words. Presentation is correct. Anyone got plan? Anyone
Yes.
got forms?
I got.
Yes.
I got forms.
Yes.
Yes, forms, prepare,
Yes.
got it?
Yes.
Slides,
Yes.
yes. Icebreaker, somebody got, I
I
saw
got.
that.
I
Yes,
got
very
that.
good. Presentation, somebody got. Somebody said brief, but it's not brief, it's debrief. Okay. Feedback, did you get feedback?
Yes.
Yes, wow. Precise, anyone got precise?
Yes, I got precise.
Wow. Okay, session,
I got
Yes,
session.
I got.
module.
I
Module
got
I got.
module as well.
Now these are all in one way. What about the backward? Have you
Yeah.
seen backwards?
Yes.
There are words which are backwards. There are words which are crossed. There are words which are like this.
Yes, facilitate I got.
Yeah, very good. That's a really
I
tough
got
one.
active. I got activity.
Wow. Okay. Below activity, there's one more word.
Engage. I got
Yes.
engage as well.
Oh, super.
Okay.
There is more words are there which are cross. Anyone got confidence? And the secret word which I haven't written is games. Anyone got games? Participants, I think you've got. Yes.
Oh,
And anyone got quiz?
I can see Garnier.
What can you see?
Garnier?
Yeah, Garnier. It's the last word at the corner, down corner.
Engage.
No, that is engage. The other way around.
Where is the N? Okay, other way.
Engage in reverse. This one.
Okay,
Engage
reverse. I was
in
looking for
reverse.
the N.
Did you get quiz? Who got quiz? Who got games? Okay, you can take a screenshot if you want. I'll show you the answers. So these are the 20 words. Okay. And the secret word was games. So shall we start the session officially now? So what do I want to do this session is this. This is what I want to go cover in this session to make it fun. Because training should not be so heavy and so serious, right? So how do we break the mold and do activities? How do we have online challenges? Because at least for the foreseeable future, we should think of all activities which we can do online. And at the end, whoever is ready can present. Okay, are we good for today? Can I have a thumbs up? Can I have a thumbs up if you're okay and we can move forward? Yeah. So now this activity which I did now, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yes. So suppose you had to include some activities, fun activities like this. Okay, what will you do? I want to hear it from you. Yeah.
What we generally do is like post lunch, we don't start session without activity because everyone is in mood and they are about to sleep if we'll directly
Yes,
start.
most
with the
definitely people will be sleeping. So tell me
presentation.
some activities.
So we make them do some
Okay, is
activity
it
in
my
which-
question here? Just a minute. Is it only post lunch that you do
No,
that?
post lunch we put it a mandate that activity has to be done.
Hmm.
Before also, if there is we find that okay, someone is people are getting sleepy or getting bored. So in that also we just stop the presentation and we say okay, let's do an activity or let's play something and then we'll continue.
Okay.
So what we try to do is generally we try to do any activity in which their physical participation is there.
Okay.
Not just mental, because mentally some of them will do, some of them will not do, some will answer, some will not. But if it's a physical one, everyone is standing, everyone has to jump, so then the participation can be full and they enjoy that. So there's one activity like we'll make a circle and the person will like even numbers have to be clapped. Other one you have to just say. So in that we can just change. Okay, now multiples of 3 have to clap. Now again 2, 4 like this, and they have to say it. And whoever does it wrong, the person will go out like
Okay,
from there.
but now we are in virtual times, right? So I want you to think of activities which you can do virtually, because that is going to be your
No, it could be like
challenge.
raise your hand, like everyone has to on their video and now raise
Okay.
hand.
So you are
in
going to
odd-
just convert it to the online version. Very
Yeah.
nice. Any other ideas for activities which I just now played with you, right? Few activities which just got you all awake and interested to know what's happening next, and just sort of challenged your mind so that you are, oh my God, something's happening. So wake up call. So now you give me some ideas of activities that you can do like this to make it fun. And it need not be a random activity. It can be an activity which is related to what you're going to do next also. So I want each one of you to give me one idea. Okay, let's start with Anand, because he was going to do presentation today and he didn't, so he's not ready. I was looking forward to your presentation, Anand.
Yeah, sorry, unfortunately, things at home turned upside down. So therefore
That's
I
all right.
couldn't.
We understand.
Yeah, so if you ask me an example of online activities, in the past we have resorted to quizzes within team meetings. So and very in detail prepared quizzes, which in fact the other day I was also telling one of the batchmates here about how the quiz question need not be directly related to the image that is shown. You could probably give a roundabout. So the question is a roundabout based on the image that is shown. So it could be a, it could be a little soap ad, but the question could be about in which year in that year could have been that India won a test match or something.
Okay.
Okay, so so when was this ad launched and how does it have significance to whatever,
Okay, that reminds me of that Cadbury girl ad, right? She used to come running onto the field.
Field, yes.
At the time, it was played during cricket.
Cricket, yeah, it was played. So that is one activity we have done, and we have resorted to mostly to Menti and Kahoot as two tools.
Menti and?
Because they are Kahoot. K-H, oh yeah, Kahoot.
K-H?
No, K-A-H O-O-T.
Okay, this is for the others also. Menti, Kahoot is new for me. I'll go and explore this.
Okay.
Thank you, Anand. Anyone else can give me any online fun activity? Remember, going forward, you will be doing it online now. It's very easy to find physical activities. You tell them to stand, wave your arms a little, jump, play. It's very easy. Being online is more challenging because look at this class today. I can't see any of you, right? I have to trust that all of you are there behind the camera and you're all awake, right? And listening to me. So this is your challenge. It's a double challenge because people are so tired of being online that they just switch off. So what activity can you do to just, bring a sizzle in your class?
Ma'am, I just want to add that if this is like, I'm from an academic background. I seriously face these issues with our students on a day-to-day basis, that we don't know that students are actually behind the cameras or not, or whether they are sleeping in their blanket or something else.
They are sleeping, I'll assure you.
So to make sure that they actually are at least in active mode, we make sure that we provide them with polls, active and nice polls and fun. Inside those polls, we provide such questions which actually make them laugh and respond. So, whosoever is the educator, that educator is being trained to make the child or make the person sitting behind the camera have fun first thing. If the person is not having fun in your class, if the person is not connecting themselves to be like ki maza nahi aa raha, something like that, then the person is not going to sit in front of the camera. As far as this virtual instructor course is going on.
Correct.
So we have to really make them engage in front of the camera. That is our first thing. So we keep on sending them polls about how your sessions are going on. We keep them counseling about that, are you okay or not, or something which really makes them feel connected to the educator. That is the first thing. So we go for polls, and then we go for many such games and online activities like Kahoot is there, Mentimeter is there, and actually Menti is providing very interactive platforms where they can see their as well as others responses too, like the bubbles they produce, the charts that they show, and then we share the screen also, that see what your inputs are, how
Yes.
others are performing and how you are performing. So they really feel good that, okay, I'm not an alien, others are also doing the same thing like us, and they really enjoy the session. So I feel the same thing happens with the adults also.
Yes.
Thank you.
And in adults, it's more challenging, right? Because we know that we are supposed to pay attention, but then we just, okay, fine, it's just too much for me. So the challenge for the trainer, for each one of you when you come out as trainers, is double, because you're dealing with adults.
And ma'am,
All right.
one more thing that I have learned from you, that what I've seen, that you really enjoy your sessions. You laugh a lot, you enjoy the session, you yourself enjoy the session. So that really connects me also, that yeah, if the educator is enjoying the session, definitely others will too enjoy. So that is really
Thank
important.
you. So I'll say, and facilitators should enjoy, shall I say? So thank you for that, Soumya. Ram Kumar, you had something to say?
Just want to say that showing some pictures and identifying figures or some numbers from that picture.
Okay. All right, like a puzzle or a quiz, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Ma'am,
That
like
sounds a good idea.
last class, we have tried wheel spinning to speak up.
Yes.
Yes.
So what is that randomizer? Wheel spin.
So we can ask them to sing song, or we can just ask them to, give, like, we can ask them to talk about a hero or movie or the last book they have read. So that can just engage on the class easily.
Okay, very nice. Good idea, Akshaya. Anyone else would like to give some ideas? So why I'm asking you to think and respond is because you're going to face each and every one of these challenges when you step out as a trainer. So this is the place for you to get ideas which work and to also know how to run that activity. Because let me tell you, there's nothing more challenging than an online class with the video off. Okay. All right. Who wants to go next? Can I ask Sudeshna? Who is ready otherwise?
Ready for?
Give me a response for this question. What will you
Okay.
do to engage people online, virtually?
I guess almost everything is up there.
Yes, but what can you do different? A large part of the success. Yes. May I know who's speaking?
No, Shashank.
Yes, Shashank.
Maybe any small motivational videos or movie clips or anything that would be great.
Okay, that's also a good idea. All right, very good. Yes. Anyone else would like to say? Rashmi, you have any ideas? So these are a few of the things that I used. Anyone would like to add before I move on? Manoj, Prachi. These are what you will use. So be aware, because we are going to, all of us here are going to face these challenges, and the success of any depends on the trainer, on the facilitator, on the way you are, on the way you interact with the audience, on your energy level. So in a physical setting, right, as those who have experience will know, a trainer or a presenter needs to have a lot of energy, right? If you agree with me, give me a thumbs up. Yes. The success of a session depends on the energy of the facilitator, of the presenter, of the trainer, and you will be expending a lot of physical energy just in being in the room, in interacting with the people. But online, take it from me, the energy that you need is much more, because there is only this much of you that the audience can see. And all your energy, your enthusiasm, and everything should come out through your voice, your gestures, your facial expressions. That's all the audience can see, right? So if you have to convey so much in just in this space of the screen, so the pressure to become a or to make a training session a success online is 10 times more than it is in physical. How many of you agree with me on this? Give me a thumbs up. If you don't agree, give me why also. We can discuss this. How many of you have taken online sessions? If you have, tell me what is your experience. Yes, Soumya?
Yeah, ma'am. If we talk about taking online sessions, then for studies also, we are like sort of a group who continuously goes with the presentations and studies online. And my work also involves the same thing to go with, like sometimes giving training, technical trainings to my colleagues, sometimes to my students.
What do you
and being
do,
part of that.
Soumya?
My work as academic coordinator.
Okay.
Come technical trainer in my organization. So I have to stay in touch with my students also, with my administration also, and I have to also train my colleagues regarding this. When this pandemic came and whole thing went down, no show happened, then everything was to be transformed into the online digital platform. And since I have this MTech and BTech in my background, so I have to step forward and tell my organization that we have certain like platforms which can really help us to go with the online sessions. At that time, it was completely an alien idea and the people were not ready. But yes, we made it happen and it was very easy. Then now we are working on a complete established ERP which has online module to teach and reach. So,
So would you
really
agree that trainers need to have some tech knowledge? They need to upgrade
Yeah, ma'am, they need to have a lot of technology. The old pedagogy, which I say, was like your presence in the class would matter a lot, or your presence in class tells you a lot about the body language of student, the mood of student, and whatever is going on in the class. Then your content delivery and your style will tell a lot. Then you can choose different techniques to make them convince or let them know that what you are trying to convey. But now when we come to this wilt platform, that is virtual platform, things are very different. Now here what happens that we really make to ensure that if suppose I have to let them know about XYZ, then before letting them know about XYZ, I have to make sure that the audience or my trainee is mentally and physically available behind the camera, that too without knowing ki actually the person is there or not. So I have to like give my effort in multiple times, like through my body language also. And very truly you said that there is only this box in front of them, nothing else, my voice and my face, that's it. And rest is all about now comes to my activities which I'm incorporating into the session, the energy which I must be having in my voice every time, each and every session. Suppose if I'm having 8 sessions, every time in those 8 sessions I have to be very much planned and I have to be very much energized, no matter what I'm feeling into. Acha, in class, usually teachers what used to do, or the educated what used to do.
Can I just stop you here? Thank you so much. I need to move on actually. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all your feedback and your live experience. With students, I know it's very challenging. I have a daughter who's a student, so I know exactly how they all wake up to say present ma'am. Okay. And I can hear that lecturer will be shouting, all of you all come awake only to take attendance. So yes. But in a training situation, this is an adult situation, right? And more or less, okay, I'm saying more or less, 80% of them will be there willingly. So there will be a 20 or 10% sometimes who are there just to tick the box. So you will have those kind of challenges also. I'm sure you'll be learning about how to manage these participants in facilitation skills. So as a trainer, your responsibility is, or the challenge is, to engage every last participant. And we use all the tools at our disposal to make it fun, to make it irreverent, to make it so funny, like so that people, in spite of themselves, they want to participate. Can I have a thumbs up if this is okay with all of you? Then I can move on. Okay. This we did. Okay, so now what more can we do in online challenges is, like you said, we can have quiz, we can do something called gamification. I hope you know this word, I'm pretty sure of that. So make it into a game, have teams, have them do activities which get points, so that they feel very invested in every activity that they do. Teamwork works extremely well, and you can use the breakout rooms to have discussions and all those things. So these are some of the things that we can use to make it challenging. Any other ideas from you? Anything else that you can use? Can I ask Rashmi? I know it's post-land session and all of you are really, put on because you have back-to-back sessions, but if possible, if you respond, it will be nice for us also, right? Yeah. Anyone would like to respond? Okay, give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. At least do that, so that I know that you're all on the same page and I can move on. It doesn't take much effort to do a thumbs up. I want thumbs up from everyone, so that Nina, Charles, you want to say something, or you're giving me a thumbs up? Okay, so now I'll move on. Do you have any questions in what we have done so far? Those who have joined this week and who don't know what we're doing, we will be now, today only Ramkumar is ready. So this is the assignment which was given to all of you. Create a slide presentation with these sections, with the introduction, icebreaker, and you can either have the concept first or the activity second, or the activity first or the concept second. Then you should have the third part of it, which is the recap and the feedback. Now what we do here is we ask you to present your slides, and now I'm telling you how you will present. Since only Ramkumar is ready, we will give Ramkumar feedback. Now how you will present, Ramkumar, you will just tell us what you will do. Okay, there is no need to engage the audience, because your presentation may be 2 or 3 hours long, but in 10 or 15 minutes you have to complete it, right? So you will tell us. So if you're doing some activity in the icebreaker, you will say, this is the activity I'm doing. And if you're going to engage the audience, you must tell us, here, now I will ask the participants for a discussion. Is that clear? Don't ask us for any response, because it's going to delay your thing. You need to tell us clearly, part by part, what you're going to do, and show us the slides to match each part. Is that okay? Yes, Ramkumar?
Yes.
Okay. So can we start with you? I will allow you to screen share, just a minute. So always we do not need a PPT, but a PPT can be used just to give your main points. Just remember that you do not have to always have a PPT. You can have discussions, you can have quiz, you can have whatever you want. Don't think that as soon as you have to come as a trainer or presenter without a PPT, you can't manage. You can, and you should actually challenge yourself to do that. So, but a PPT makes things more interesting, and in an online format, people have something to look at and remember. Right. So Ramkumar, I'll give you 20 minutes and your time starts now.
Okay. Can I share my screen?
Yes, please. I've given you rights. And I want the others to just listen carefully, see how he has arranged his slides and the way he has created the flow of his slides, the flow of his activities, and how he brings out the concept in a very understandable way, and how he concludes. So each of you will have to give feedback on his slides and how he has presented, and how he plans to run through the session. Okay, he's just running us through his session plan. It's all yours, Ramkumar.
Okay. Is it audible?
Yes.
Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, we are able to hear.
Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you. So hi everyone. Today I'm to just present a session office ethic. Everyone is aware, we are all professionals. But just to give you a refresher training, a sort of refresher training, what all we need to keep in mind when we are working in a professional work environment. Okay, so today we're going to discuss the office ethic or workplace ethics. So work etiquette is a code that governs the expectation of social behavior in a workplace. This code is put in place to respect and protect time, people, and processes. So we can watch a video. This is a YouTube video that I have put across. It's an animation video. So few of the etiquette that we need to follow at the workplace is be punctual. Punctual is a simple way to show courtesy and respect for others, your customers, your clients, and your colleagues. When you show up late for appointments, meetings, or meals, you send a clear message to others that your time is more important than others. So we should be punctual so that we can respect others' time also. Then we should be always well groomed, dress appropriately. Person looks plays a crucial role in their business success. Dressing for corporate success is not just about looking nice. The way a person dresses can have positive or negative effects on how a person is perceived in the professional setting. We must understand what acceptable for the industry. Generally can avoid clothes that are too small or too big. Wear richer colors to convey confidence and authority. Avoid wearing casuals. Wear neat and polished shoes. Avoid strong fragrance. Then keep your hair groomed. These are all a few of the grooming that we can always look after. Then always stay away from gossips. We are all, no one likes a gossip queen or king. But rest assured, every office has one. It can damage not only your relationship with your colleagues, but also hurt your own reputation. So don't spoil your reputation by gossip, or yourself, you can keep yourself from people gossip. Then show respect.
You will have to go
your
faster.
colleagues.
Okay, Ramkumar.
Okay.
Slightly faster.
Okay. Okay. So show respect to your colleagues. Don't interrupt people. Give the value for their own time. Then don't be loud at your workplace. Stay home when you are ill. As we are all know, we are going through a tough situation of COVID. So that personal hygiene has to be maintained. Be sensitive. Be sensitive to others, the need for privacy. People have a tendency to peek into others' personal things. So that is also a bad habit. Then we are going to play a small activity. So we have a small chit box. Each of us has to pick a paper chit from the box. Name has been mentioned in each chit. Whoever names comes up, they need to explain what bothers them most at their workplace or the change they want to see at their workplace. Etiquette to be followed. Don't hurt your co-workers or clients. Always ask if okay to interrupt. Don't gossip. Don't speak too loud on the telephone. Benefits for following etiquette helps in good work outcome and happy coexistence, even when there is a mutual dislike or disinterest. It always makes the workplace a happy and stress-free place. This is the Google feedback form. It looks like this. Thank you.
Okay, that was short and sweet. Thank you, Ramkumar, for making that effort.
Thank you.
So now we will take feedback from, you can, yeah, stop sharing. That's a good idea. And now we will take feedback from each and every one of the participants here. You have 2 minutes to give your feedback. Who would like to start? Please tell him what he did well, what he can do better. Okay. Who would like to start?
I think I'll go first.
Yes, Anand.
Good afternoon. Ramkumar, that was a wonderful presentation. I think the concept itself is really good, office etiquette. And in these times when some of us are not going to office as regularly as we used to previously be, somewhere that element of etiquette is important, because one thing is we might just become, haywire because we have met our team members after so long. So I think you have tried to get it at the right time perfectly. You have really the right set of slides. The number of slides are all good. Everything is great. Somewhere I think remember that there is a part about debrief. I think that one slide should probably come. So if you can, section your slides, although I thought there was one, but even if it can come out clearly, then the debrief slides can be placed appropriately. Debrief 1 and debrief 2. So I think that will really make it neat. But otherwise, the content is absolutely spot on, no doubt about it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Anand. It was really well put together and thought out. Who would like to go next? Everyone should speak, please. So either you volunteer now, or I'll start calling one by one so we can do it within our time frame. We have a time limit for this class. Who would like to go next? So can I ask Sudeshna?
Well, it was really good. But what I felt that the way he spoke with the slides, he could have made his voice more exciting so that we could be more exciting to hear about whatever he said. His slides look more lively than the way he spoke. So I felt there was lack of energy in his voice. So that's my input.
Okay, thank you very much. Shashank, can I have your feedback?
As you said, post-lunch people are very sleepy. So maybe there could be more interactive, like either something, any games or anything you could have brought it up. That's one point. And the other thing, content and was a good thing.
Okay, thank you. Rashmi, can I have your feedback?
Yes, ma'am. I think Ram Kumar, good job, and it was a very smart topic to choose from because it's irrespective of the hierarchy and the organization structure and all of it. This is pretty much applicable to all, and easy to understand, easy to relate. So I think great job.
Thank you, Rashmi, for that feedback. Can I have Soumya come next?
Yeah, ma'am. Overall, the presentation topic which was chosen.
Soumya, could you switch on your video? It would be very nice if we can see.
Ma'am, actually, I'm running short of my data. That's why. Otherwise, the meeting.
Fine.
Yeah. Actually, the topic was very nice and apt for the session. And what I felt is that, debriefing could have been much better along with the fonts which were there, because it wasn't that much clear to me. And I think to those who would be having a loose eyesight or something, so it could have been a bit more clearer with better fonts and bold fonts. And energy level might have been slightly bit more, so that it could have been a little bit more impressive.
Thank you. That is also good feedback. Can I have Prachi next? After Prachi, I want Akshaya. Okay.
I was just about to say if you don't have called my name. I like the content. Even I was not aware of few of them, but I have faced some issues related to those. Like I really got cold because one of my manager was wearing such a strong perfume, but I was not sure how to tell him that maybe he should not. But when he said, okay, I thought, okay, it's one of the things that people should keep in mind, and generally people don't. So that was nice. But what I thought was this was such a general topic that rather than going and saying these things to people, maybe he could have said that he can have a discussion and asking participants about what they feel, and then we can take through the point that we have, just to let them know if there are some points that they have missed, because then the people will feel more connected and the session will be interactive. Because if one will start saying no clothes should be like this, and there could be some humor, and then people will also get engaged, and then they will start pointing out things that they don't like other people doing, and maybe because they're not following it. So I think those points, it would be better if they come from audience rather than because we are putting and pointing out that this dressing sense, this thing, because people might feel it's not like, I don't know, people might agree, people might not agree. But if they will themselves say these things.
Yes, I got it. That's actually a very good feedback. Very good.
Yeah.
Thank
so
you.
then
very
it would,
much.
they will be more acceptable,
Yes,
accepting of
yes.
those things.
Thank you, Prachi. That was like a good point you brought up. So can I have Akshay next?
Yes, ma'am, it was good presentation, but he might have made the presentation more clear. I got confused when he was talking about the dressing sense. I was looking at other image. So he might have elaborate the presentation pages and he can make it more clear. That's it. He might have made some quadrant 1, 2, 3, 4, so that it is very easy to understand through pictures. No need to give any points.
Yes,
below the-
excellent, excellent feedback. So can I have Nina next?
Ma'am, I think the presentation was good.
Your voice is very low.
Am I audible now?
Barely. Can the rest of you hear her? Give me a thumbs up if you can.
We can, I think. If she
Okay,
picks
fine.
up a bit,
Continue.
yeah. Go ahead.
So
Nina?
actually the presentation was good. However, two things that probably he could have incorporated into his presentation. A is the structure and the layout. B is utilizing his vocal, his tonality with the pictures that he had utilized in the presentation. I think those two would have, if he had to just increase his rate of speech, modulated his tone of voice, and elaborated a little more in terms of the structure of the presentation, as in point 1, point 2, point 3, with the pictures, then I think the presentation would have gone fabulously well.
Thank you, Nina. That is a very thoughtful look on his presentation. Thank you for that feedback. Can I have Manoj next and then Rahul?
Yeah, the presentation was very good. The content is good, but this kind of presentation
Can
should
you
be more.
switch on your video, please? I have not seen you, and I want Rahul also to please switch on his video.
Yeah, you can see me. I mean. Yeah, so what I mean to say is this kind of presentation should be more interactive actually. So because when you are pointing out at something or giving some kind of an indication to a particular spot or particular kind of a dressing sense, or take the case of dressing sense kind of situation. So here what I would like to say is it should be more interactive. You should take views from people to make them come to your point. So that it will be more what you call impactful, and it will give a lot of thought to the participants to understand that this is what we wanted to do. So the presentation contents were very good, but the point is I would be little okay with the interactive kind of an what you call sessions. So this kind of presentation should be more interactive, and he would have made little more interactive to the participants. That's what is my feedback.
Thank you very much. That's a good feedback. So can I have Rahul next? Could you please switch on your video and tell us your feedback? Are you there, Rahul? Okay, we'll give you time. In the meantime, Ramkumar, can I see you? I'll give my feedback. So thank you, Ramkumar, for taking the effort to do this, put together this PPT. It's not easy, I know. First of all, to think of a topic and then to put it together. So your topic was very aptly chosen, I felt. And you have been so regular throughout all my classes. And I took one session on slides, and I think everybody has forgotten that session. Okay, every time we come, we see so much of words on the slides. So Ramkumar, you have all the ingredients for a great presentation without words. You have pictures for each point. So what you could do to make it better is remove the words, put only the pictures, like it was already mentioned to you earlier. Nobody needs to read. If I have to read the slide, I will not listen to you. Correct. So all you need to do is put the pictures and you tell us what each slide means. Grooming, we don't wear casual clothes. So that's enough. We will listen to you. We will look at the picture. The impact will be more. So that is the first thing everyone needs to please keep in mind, because this is fast few times I'm seeing everyone is coming up with so much of text on the slides, and that is very distracting in real life, but in virtual it is even more distracting because we tend to read that and we will not listen to you, right? If I can read it myself, why do I need somebody to read it out for me? So that is one point, that you had pictures, just remove the words. That will make your impact much more. Then I like that you had a video and you had an activity. Like it was pointed out, people should know what they learned from that activity. So, and also it was pointed out that this kind of a teaching can be more interactive. So if you had done an activity first and then showed the slides and okay, people have to dress well, you'd have got the response, right? So there you are showing people have to dress well. So you could have turned it around, done the activity first and the concept at the end. It would have had more impact in this case, is my take. I like that you had so many things in your slides. Keep it up, it's good. You need to have a conclusion slide. Like I said, tell them what you just told them, right? What's my takeaway from this? So you need to have that, it's very important. And in the beginning, you need to say what you're going to tell them. So you just said etiquette, but what are you going to learn? So you have grooming, like that. You can just put each of that in one point. So they know that, okay, we are going to learn about this. So it sort of ties in with what you're going to say and what you have. When you have finished it, again, you tie in. We learned about all these things. So that makes your message more rounded. It closes the circle and leaves your participants clearly, this is what I have learned. Is that fine, Ramkumar? Your activities were well chosen. You had a video, I liked it. You had a lot of things on your slides. I love the pictures. The only thing I would like you to think about later is use the words, because you can read the words from your book or your slide, whatever. Good effort, and I think I appreciate that you have done all this very thoughtfully, and this is a very, very nice topic that you have chosen, the need of the art of it. So let's give Ramkumar a big round of applause. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I want each one of you to tell me one thing that you learned from this exercise, because next week we may not have this exercise. It's only going to be a revision. You have the assignment questions. I hope you've completed the assignment questions. We will take questions on that next week. And next week, since it's going to be the last class, we'll do a full revision. You can come up with any of the challenges that you have faced. My suggestion is still all of you can do this assignment, and you can share your PPTs so that you will get feedback from your peers, whether you have all these things. And today, please go back and see the recording of the earlier one where these number of slides are mentioned. So please make sure that you have these slides. These slides for each section, you have slides, right? You have number of slides that you need to cover and close the section properly. You can go back in today's recording itself. This slide is very much here. Take a screenshot, keep it with you, because when you create your slides, you must be very clear which section are you going from opening to concept to closing. You should be very clear of your segue, and you need cover slides for that. So my suggestion would be, all of you, please choose any topic of your choice and make the set of slides like this. Next week, you can show us your slides and we will give you feedback if we have time for everyone. Otherwise, whoever is ready, we will do a feedback like how we did today. That is one. Another one is I will be doing the full recap of all the syllabus that we have covered all this time, because next week is the last class. And I want to have questions from you. Once you have completed your assignments, my request is please complete your assignments before next time so that you know what are your challenges and we can address them. You know, we can help you do your assignments. Any questions here? Please give me a thumbs up if there is no questions, because I have questions of my own. Yes. Okay, so now I want each one of you to tell me one thing that we learned today. I'll just share the screen so that you can see exactly what I did today. See, this is what I mean by closing. Okay, we close the loop. When we open something, we close the loop, right? Can you see my screen? Not yet. No? So this is what we did just now. Okay, we did peer presentation and feedback. And now this is what we learned today. Now in your PPTs also, it's very important to have this closing slide, because this is what you leave your trainees with. At the end of the day, they will not remember all the things that you told them 3, 4, 5 hours before, or maybe even a day before. But this one picture makes it very clear to them what you have done. Okay, so now I want you, each one of you, to tell me one thing that you learned today in today's session. So let me start with the reverse order. Okay, let me start with Rahul with video. Quickly, we don't have much time. Okay, this is just to make sure that you actually learn something before I give you the next week's. Yes, Rahul, can I have your video? He is not there. Manoj. Rahul, when you come on video, please give me your feedback. Yes, Manoj, what did you learn today? One thing?
Yeah, one thing I learned is that whenever you're presenting, try to see that the slides are not missing. Slides should be very, very clear, and you should speak. Slides should only present.
Very good.
People
Super.
attract towards slides. People should attract towards your talk. They should only see the slides for understanding what you're talking. And you should have a conclusion. You should have a intent or agenda, what you're going to say. You should show them the presentation you should present, not the slides should present. And your conclusion should be very concrete and clear, so that whatever the takeaways by the students or takeaway the participants are very clear cut. That's what I understood from the video.
Thank you. I think you've taken away quite a lot from today's session.
Thank you.
So who's next? Is it Rashmi?
So
So what did we do today that you felt that you learned or you will be taking away?
the crossword puzzle and all of the activities that we did was really fascinating. I didn't think of these ideas prior to this class. I didn't know virtually also we could do these things and it could be so engaging. So that is the takeaway from this class.
Thank you, Rashmi. That is nice. Yeah, Akshaya, you can go next. After Akshaya, let's have Prachi.
Ma'am, today I have learned post-lunch activities such as a quiz, a detailed quiz and physical participation, and what you have done, showing, giving some puzzles and asking us to find the words, and wheel spinning to speak up, that which I told you from the last class, and the movie clips, motivational videos, all those things. As well as I've learned, facilitator should enjoy, or the presenter should enjoy while they are speaking or giving any presentation. And the presentation should be very clear, should be with pictures, be more clear.
You. Very nice. So can I have Prachi next? After Prachi, we'll have Meena.
Hi, Timu. Actually, I have not recently taken any session like post-COVID. So earlier also, I always enjoyed taking training, but now listening to some of you, I felt that taking virtual training is really very difficult, especially like when we don't have videos and everything. And even if we have video, it could not be that we have to concentrate on what we are speaking, what we are speaking about, what we are speaking, and then looking for each participant. Even if videos are on, it's very distracting, like for the speaker also. So it's quite a challenging task to have a virtual presentation. And because when I used to take like classroom training, then also it was difficult to understand how much these people are understanding or how much takeaway or result will be there from this. But from virtual, so it's really very difficult.
Virtual is a whole new ball game. Yes, I understand.
Yeah. And then I felt somewhere that because maybe we don't want to put that much effort, or we think, okay, let's take a shortcut. Maybe we put so much content on PPT, because if we will not put, then it's all like we have to remember everything and we should be ready with everything. So I think that is somewhere lack of our hard work, that we try to put so much things on PPT that we don't
Okay,
have to
so I
learn
want to
that.
clarify this point. I want to clarify. You don't have to put everything on PPT, or you don't have to remember everything. Your PPT has a notes section, which will be only presenter view. All your notes can be there. Your notes can be in your phone. Your notes can be in your book right in front of you. So there is no pressure on you to learn everything by heart.
Yeah, but then at the time of presentation, it cannot be that now we are taking our book or we are reading the
You
notes
can do
or
that.
something.
Suppose you have to take presentations for hours or days like I do. You can't remember everything, right? Either you, by experience, you learn it, or you keep notes. Nobody's like, even in a live presentation, I don't think you mug up everything. You have notes, right? So don't let that be a pressure for you, because online is actually more easy for you to keep. You can keep notes next to you in any form, isn't it? Electronic or physical form. Just keep that in mind. It's not at all more difficult or anything. It is just that your mindset should change. How can I engage the audience?
Okay.
Thank you, Prachi.
Thanks.
So can I have who's next? Yeah, Ramkumar, would you like to go next? One takeaway from today, you had a lot of takeaways.
Yeah, obviously. How to make online sessions more interactive, as well as the mindset that a presenter should be having. Because I took around 1 hour, because actually today morning only I sat and I prepared this. And moreover, as we discussed, I was keeping my mobile phone here near to my laptop, and I was just reading, because I didn't get much time to prepare for this presentation. So I got a lot of inputs. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So the end result is that we are all professionals, right? Whether we take 1 hour or 7 hours or 1 week or 1 month, when we come in front of our audience, we should present ourselves as having the best knowledge and the authority. So just keep that in mind, Ramkumar. Even if you're reading, just sound like you know everything. That's all that's required. You should be the authority when you present.
All right.
Okay, can I have Sudeshna? Has she come up? No. Next, after Sudeshna, we'll have Neena. Quickly, now sir will appear.
The bad point of coming late is all the points are taken up.
That's why you should come early.
Okay, anyways, the one thing that I learned from today is enjoying a session and the voice modulation. Like, you have to speak in a move, you have to enjoy the session to make your participants enjoy the session. So that is like, when participants are online, that is how you engage them. I mean, face-to-face physical participations are more easier than online. So online, it's all about voice and how you present and how you come up with the slides. So that is what I learned.
Yeah, thank you. Neena, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am. So in my what I think was, or my takeaway from this session was, when you are presenting when you are presenting your content, first, when you are curating the content, you already get your information from there. So you're already aware of what are the points that you're going to be discussing, what are the activities, because you've already done that in your planning stages itself. So when you're curating your content, you're already aware, yes, this is the content that I'm going to be sharing, and this is the content, this is the explanation to it. Apart from using your visual aids and apart from using your presenter notes, apart from all that, you still have your own experiences that you talk, because you've already delivered multiple sessions. So you know what kind of audiences are. And B, when you are presenting, the first part of the presentation is when you're doing an icebreaker and you are talking to your audiences or talking to your participants, you're aware of what is their energy level. Their energy level, you need to match up to their energy level and then bring their energy level up so that they are able to correlate to the content that you are sharing. I think that was these are the takeaways that I had from today's session.
Thank you, Neena. So if you notice today, I did not show all my slides. My activity slides, I told you the activity, though I had prepared a slide for it. So that is also one way of not being so dependent on slides. Do your activity if you can do it orally, but have the slide as a backup. So can I have, who's coming next? Is it Anand or Soumya?
Soumya can go.
Yes, Anand.
No, I was hoping Soumya can go first.
Oh, okay. You want to go last. Soumya, can I have you? After you, I'll have Shashank, all the S.
Okay, yes, ma'am. So my takeaway from this session is that not being a regular trainer, I learned that post-lunch session activities and energizers are must. Otherwise, they may not land up to the desired outcomes. And yes, there should be less words, or you can say presentation notes on the screen. Visual layers can work a lot, and the energy level and voice tone and the speed of the presenter makes a big difference.
Thank you so much. Shashank? And then Sudeshna is done? No. So Shashank?
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done. Shashank, are you there?
Listen, first thing is that maybe we should be more interactive mainly after the in afternoon sessions, because morning, however, people will be fresh, in the afternoon this will be there. And how can we be more interactive? Like we can do puzzle or crosswords or games or any movies or such things that could be done. And yeah, presentation is not the only presentation is not only the way. There are other methods of doing giving training or lecturing.
Okay. Thank you very much, Shashank. I think you're the last one now, Anand.
Yeah. I think one important part which I always learn from you is how you keep pursuing the audience to give a thumbs up or to get them engaged. I think you chase them till they make sure that they give you the feedback or the response then and there. I think that's the one thing. The rest of the things are, yes, I mean, they are part and parcel of any presentations, but this is something that I dread to kind of do it, because I feel I am perhaps being too persuasive with people. But I have realized that it works the other way also, that if you be persuasive, then there will be somebody who will come and take part in the session. Otherwise, they'll feel, oh, they didn't ask me, she didn't ask me anything, so it's okay, I can just carry on.
Actually, that is the secret to a good session, Anand. You got it. Is to engage everyone as much as possible. Like some people don't like being called out, so they may or may not respond. So you leave them.
Which is interesting now, because see, I'll tell you, while in a class, if we were called out, we had to stand up, right? And then we are seeing here, being called out is, suddenly you start struggling for the audio mute button or the video button.
Correct. But at least you feel nice if you are engaging with the people. So you feel that, okay, I'm also valued, I'm learning something from it. And if you know that the facilitator expects a response, you will give more attention, right? So that is one trick that you should apply.
Thank you.
So I'll tell you one story. Once I was asked to talk about presentation and leadership and everything in a corporate. Okay, so it was like post-lunch session. There were 42 people, and I asked, okay, can some of you at least switch on your videos? And only two people switched on. Those were the organizers who called me. Okay, only they switched on the videos, and I'm waiting. Okay, can I have some more videos? Is it possible? Like very, very politely only you can ask, right? You can't say I switch on your videos now. I'm coming, you have to switch on. You can't do that. So okay, again 2-3 times asked. No response. Nobody. 40 people did not respond yet. Can you imagine? This is the level of apathy that is happening now in corporate. So imagine, and this is just for talk. Okay, this was invited talk, leadership talk, invited. They invited me to talk, and this is the response. Luckily for me, I had a Menti poll, and somehow I got at least 10-15 responses. Now imagine in a training situation, if you have to get people to respond, because the amount of energy that you have to expend is tremendous, because we have all become so dead end with virtual. So that is the challenge. And the way to do it is always, always the facilitator. It's your energy, your input, your involvement with what you're saying, your audience. Only that is what will actually hold your whole session together.
I have a point here.
Yes.
When we're talking about the videos, because we conduct a lot of sessions online, and now for the past 2 years, we've been conducting virtual sessions. Not everybody has the same bandwidth. So of course, we cannot expect them to, is the bandwidth. Two, maybe the devices that they're using, they do not have a camera or they do not have an audio device. So for them to respond, that's why we have a chat window wherein they, even if they're not responding, even if they're not coming on camera, but they still can respond to you over your chat window.
Yes,
These are the alternatives. It's not required for everybody to come on the video.
Correct. It's not
Yeah, even I would like to add that sometimes people might get embarrassed because they are not like thinking that they are looking quite presentable to switch on the video, because we have some calls in which the people who are present in office, they will switch on the call video and everything, but the people who are working from home, they will just take excuse saying, okay, I'm working from home, so I would prefer not to.
Soumya, the other day I was having a session. One guy is lying on the bed with his t-shirt up on his belly. Okay. And the video is on. And after a few minutes, he realizes that his t-shirt is up. So people are in different world altogether while attending these sessions. Really,
especially after so long of work at home, we don't even want to get dressed. We have become so lazy, like to get dressed too. We only get dressed up. So don't stand up when you're in front of video. Okay, so let me conclude since sir has appeared. So next week is the next class, is our last class. I will do a full revision. We will go through the assignment questions. If you have completed and you want to ask some doubts or you want to share your assignment, we can do a group review. Anyone who would like to present next week? Can I take Anand, your name, confirm it for next week?
Yeah, you can.
This time you'll be ready, right?
Yeah.
Okay, Anand. Who else wants to present next week? For peer feedback. Quickly, please. Time is running out. Prachi, would you like to try? Soumya?
Yeah, and
okay. I'm taking Prachi's and Soumya's name. Anyone else want to try?
Ma'am, the topic should be technical, non-technical, behavioral, what it should be?
It topic can be of your choice. Like you saw, no, today, Ram Kumar, how he has chosen his topic. And we will basically critique your styles and what are the things that you will be putting in the presentation to make it interactive, learning and fun.
Madam, can I have 30 minutes to tell my takeaway? 30 minutes?
30
no, seconds, 30 seconds, 30 seconds.
Okay, sure, sir. It's
okay,
all yours.
My takeaway from Chimmukutti, the madam, was, not just the energy and the enthusiasm, but I would say it is infectious like the COVID. Okay. Not like the COVID, something like, okay. Second one is what I really got inspired by you is the resilience, you note down the names of the people who are agreed to give a presentation and then chase it up and then very diplomatically say, don't worry, no problem, but catch them the next time. Like Anand was there today.
Yeah, I have great expectations from
So
Anand.
the point here is the resilience is necessary for a trainer. Why? Because the learning outcomes is a joint responsibility of the trainer and the learner. Now, you all have joined this diploma with a commitment to qualify in the exam, plus to pick up the skills. So the question here is, should the trainer alone should the learner alone takes the responsibility, or should the trainer takes the responsibility? It's a joint responsibility, and this comes with a little of persuasion, prodding, and resilience, and all that. So I think sometimes we say, why the hell she's taking my name? Why the hell she is making me accountable? Why the hell she's asking me to come on the camera? But at the end of the day, you say, hey, this madam means business. Okay, so I think we should take joint responsibility and not have anything personal or anything subjective on this. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
And here is the poll for all of you. Please submit your assignments on time. May 25th is the last date. I'm still surprised that many of you have not got started. As a teacher or as a coordinator, let me tell you that you need at least one question per day to do a decent job. So starting today, you have 4 courses and 8 questions. So better start before it's too late, and make sure that you send it on time to Delhi so that you don't have any problems in exam. Otherwise, you have to get 50 out of 80 in the exam. So that makes it all the more difficult for you. So you can pick up easily some 15 marks out of 20 in the assignment, so that you can breathe it easy for the final exam. That's all is my take. 2 more to go. 10, 9, 8. 2 more to go, Paul. Please. 11 of you are there. Does it mean that 2 people have already retired? Anyway, login is a good way of. One more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody.
So when is the final exam, sir?
Final exam dates are not announced. So generally it will be 1 to 1.5 months. Hopefully by June end, they will have the final exam.
Okay.
Hopefully by June end, because everything has been going late in the last few 1 or 2 terms. So hopefully by June end, they will have it.
So last class, if you have any doubts and anything that you want to clarify to help you in your exam, please come prepared. Thank you very much.
Let it be interactive. Last session, use it as a springboard for your preparation and also for your interaction.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
really
so much.
Thank
you so much,
so
madam.
much.
I wish I were a student again.
Thank you.
You'll have to write exams, sir. Then.
Unfortunately, I'm a coordinator.
Okay. Bye, sir. See you.
Bye-bye.